The FDA is issuing more warnings about a popular painkiller. We're talking about acetaminophen, the active ingredient in drugs like Tylenol. Here to talk about the warnings and what they mean, Andy Crouppen from Brown & Crouppen. And I just did that with aceta because I always said acetaminophen, and yeah, that's wrong. Acetaminophen, right?
Right. How are you?
I'm better now. I'm
Yeah.
better now. Now, when the FDA says to prescription drug companies, we want you to put a boxed warning on your drugs. Now, boxed warning sounds like, okay, that's no big deal, but it is.
It is. This is the most serious warning they offer. This is probably the last step before pulling something from the market, although it's hard to believe they'd pull Tylenol. I've been preaching for years. Everyone who knows me is sick of it. Nobody believes me. Acetaminophen and Tylenol are one of the most dangerous over-the-counter drugs you can take because the margin of error is so small. You don't have to take too much of it, and it's easy to do to have serious complications.
And I don't think I knew that how common it was in terms of overdoses.
Right, right. I mean, people typically think of overdoses as people taking, a whole bottle of pills. What can happen is, let's say you have a little bit of a cold, you take some Dayquil during the day to kind of get you going, but you still have a little headache, so you take a Tylenol as well. You're feeling a little better, you go out to lunch, maybe after lunch you have an upset stomach, you take a little Alka-Seltzer. It affects everyone differently, but that right there is enough for some people to potentially need a liver transplant. It is very easy to overdose on acetaminophen.
And that is the #1 cause of liver transplants?
In the United States, acetaminophen is by far the #1 cause of acute liver failure. People don't really, yeah, you think of other things, alcohol, other toxins we put in our body, Tylenol.
And so do we know what the boxed warning will say, and what if we're taking it now?
Well, it'll basically let you know that if you take too much of this, it could cause liver failure. Most people have no idea. When I tell people, listen, if you've been drinking, I don't care if it's the next morning, you still have a little bit of alcohol in your system, don't take Tylenol. People think I'm crazy. I sound like some lunatic. Finally, I think I'm going to be vindicated amongst my friends because it's getting out there in the media. You're going to see a lot of lawyers and doctors kind of putting this warning in people's heads now.
And because it's in so many different things, a boxed warning on one product, is that going to give us the understanding we need to not possibly overdose?
I hope so. Right. I think it's important. Anytime you take any medication, please look at the ingredients. Ask the pharmacist. They're invaluable resources. When you go to Walgreens, they're not just there to count 10 pills and put it in a bottle.
Right.
They have extensive medical training and they know these drugs. Ask them what interacts with what. It's important. Any prescription medication that ends in a set, Percocet, that kind of stuff.
Right.
The set stands for acetaminophen. That has acetaminophen in it. So Vicodin, it's in many, many things that we take. Children's medications, make sure you're not giving your children too much of this. It's way more serious than anyone ever let you know, probably because it's a brand name.
Absolutely.
They wanted to protect it.
So used to taking. So read the labels, and even if you're
Please.
buying over the counter, talk to your pharmacist.
And if anybody has any questions, has some liver issues, or knows someone who does, we're handling these claims, and people can call our office just with any questions they have.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
If you have a legal question for Brown & Crouppen, email us at greatday@kmov.com. Kent?
Well, coming up next on Great Day St. Louis, your Facebook comments. We want to know about the great credit card, the rewards programs that you're receiving, so tell us all about it on Facebook. Also, February, National Heart Month, so we're working to help you get heart healthy, and here's one suggestion. Eat fish at least twice a week. Research shows that eating oily fish containing omega-3 fatty acids like salmon and trout and herring may help lower your risk of death from coronary artery disease. We'll be right back.